welcome to a whole nother awesome review. Today I'll be reviewing Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Now, the breakout star of this film is Xochitl Gomez, who plays American Chavez in this film. She plays a girl who can cross dimensions, basically. She's crossing dimensions all the time, trying to figure out a way so she can be safe. And then you find out later that the Scarlet Witch is after her because she wants her power so she can take her essence and basically live another life for herself in another dimension and have her family that she wanted in WandaVision. So I would definitely suggest watching WandaVision before you see Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I would also suggest that you watch the Avengers movies and the last Spider-Man film to get caught up. Now, anyways, this film is directed by Sam Raimi. The music is composed by Danny Elfman, who also composed Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3. He is a master at his craft, Sam Raimi, and this film is fantastic. It's probably one of the darkest MCU films in the trilogy, of course, of films. And I really liked this movie. I thought that American Chavez's character was really cool and interesting, and I liked the whole idea of Doctor Strange entering different dimensions across the multiverse. It's a really great film, and I really enjoyed it. And one of my favorite parts in the movie is where he possesses a zombie version of himself to fight Scarlet Witch. That was really cool. It was like a dead version of himself in another universe. And there's this great scene where he's possessing the zombie version of himself, and he's not able to do that because there's like these dead like souls trying to stop him, basically, because he's not supposed to do that. Like, it's against, the law or the dead or whatever. And he uses the dead souls to his advantage as a form of like power, so he can like make his character like fly around and like fight Scarlet Witch, which I thought was brilliant. And I really like this movie. I don't want to give everything away. I don't want to tell you all the characters that show up in this film, but it is a fantastic movie. And if I rated this film out of 10, I would give it a 10 out of 10. I really enjoyed this movie. The acting is fantastic. Rachel McAdams does a great job in this movie. The new character, American Chavez, is really good and a breakout, basically, star, we got all kinds of cool things going on in this movie. There's a part where he travels to another dimension where he's like a cartoon character for like half a second. He travels to all these different dimensions. There's a dimension that he travels to where there's like an evil version of Strange, where you find out like this guy's like a psychopath, and like he wants to destroy everything, and there's like all kinds of different dimensions that he travels to, and all kinds of cool fights, and it's very dark. And Scarlet Witch, if anybody gets in her way, will stop at nothing to destroy whoever gets in her way, and there's a lot of casualties along the way. So I'm not going to give away what happens at the end of this movie, but there is a mid-credit scene after the film. There's also a scene at the end after the credits, so definitely look forward to that. There's a cameo from Bruce Campbell in this movie, so all those Evil Dead fans are definitely going to enjoy this. Sam Raimi is a master at his craft, and I gotta give credit where credit is due, and it's great to see him back doing another comic book film. And if Kevin Feige is watching this review, please let him do Spider-Man 4. You saw what he did with a $200 million budget here with Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, so let him do his Spider-Man 4 movie with Tobey Maguire. He deserves it, and let him do more MCU movies, because this was definitely a fantastic film, and he is a master at whatever he does. Sam Raimi gave his all in this film, and he did a great job. So I'm going to have to give it a 10 out of 10. I love the music in this movie. I love the action. I love the story. Michael Waldron wrote this film, who also wrote Rick and Morty episodes, and he wrote a great script. And I enjoyed every minute of this. The cinematography was fantastic. The lighting was fantastic. The special effects look great. I love how everything is like really nicely lit in this movie. All the CGI looks really good, and I think that they did a fantastic job with the 200 million that they had to make this movie. And I really enjoyed it. So I'm gonna, there wasn't one moment during this movie where I had to get up to go to the washroom. It felt like a 30-minute movie when I was watching it because it was so intense and so awesome. And if a movie can make itself feel like 30 minutes when it's way longer than that, then they did their job. So I got to give props to Sam Raimi for making a very intriguing, intense, dark, Doctor Strange movie. And I really enjoyed it, so I'm giving it a 10 out of 10, and I'm going to suggest everybody to go out and see it. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this review, and I'll have more reviews to come. I really enjoyed this film, and I thought Sam Raimi did a fantastic job. So have a great night, everyone.